So you want to connect your monday.com contacts to your iPhone? Well, you're at the right place. We're going to build an integration that allows you to automatically synchronize your monday.com contacts to the iPhone, and anytime it updates on the Monday side, it will update on the iPhone side. Are you excited? Let's go. Awesome, so we actually need three things today. We need a monday.com account with a board, we need a make account, which I'll show you in a second, and we need obviously the iPhone with the make.com app, which I'll also show you in a second. Let's start with the Monday side. So with Monday, you need a board like this one, just a simple contacts board with, an item and a phone column. Obviously, feel free to add a lot more. It's very simple, and you can just, literally do what I have here, and then we go into the next step. And the next step is actually to connect it to Make. Make is an automation platform. If you don't know anything of it, there's a lot of information on it on my channel, so feel free to check it out. But basically, Monday has some limitations with automations, and you can connect it with anything if you use a tool called Make. So feel free to check it out. You can use the link in my description to try it for free if you don't have an account yet. Awesome. So when you're in Make, on the left hand side you have something called scenarios. Click on that, and then on the right hand side you'll see create a new scenario. Click there. The trigger for this automation will be a Monday trigger, so type Monday and then click show more. And then there is an automation that's called, where is it? This one, watch boards items, and make sure that you have this one and not this one, because this one only triggers when an item is created, and this one also triggers when an item is updated, which we want to see here. So use that one. Then you need to create a connection, which you can do by clicking add here if you don't have one yet. So you click add, give it a name. I'll call it iPhone tutorial, and I'll put in an API key. An API key can be found in Monday. Just go to Monday, go to your profile, go to developers, and then on the left hand side you'll find my access tokens. Make sure to not share this token with anyone, because if they have access to this token, they can do anything they want with your monday.com account. So be a bit cautious here. Click on show and click copy. Obviously, I'll regenerate mine after, so you guys cannot do anything to my account. Just copy it and then go back to Make and paste it here. Then you click save, and now you've actually been connected to your monday.com account. Make sure to only connect with accounts that will be in your Monday account forever, because once the user is deactivated that created this access token, then the access token is deactivated, and therefore your automation will break. So make sure that you have like an admin or a founder or anyone that can create the key for you, or if you're that person, that you can create it yourself. Just keep that in mind. Then I'll just put this to 1. We only want one update at a time. And then the board in my case is called iPhone integration. And this is just the name of your board. There you go. Then it asks for the output columns. Well, in my case, I only have one that's important. Well, I want name actually, and I want phone. You can add all the information you want to your iPhone. You can put it here as the columns, which will be the columns that you see in your board. Cool, then we do watch and we go for, new and updated items. So we also can update our contacts in the iPhone when they are updated in Monday. Cool, we don't need a parent item ID, we don't need a sub items ID, so we can click OK. And we can click here from now on, which is OK. Now, what we'll do in the next step is double click and add another step, which can be found by typing in Apple or Apple iOS. And what you see here is create a new contact. If you don't see it, click show more and you'll see it in this list. So click create a new contact, or create a contact in this case. And then you need to choose a device. If you haven't yet, click add, and then it will ask you to add a device name. Let's call mine Patrick's iPhone, and continue. And as you can see, it shows this QR code. What you need to do now is you need to go into your App Store on your iPhone and download the make.com app. While we're doing this, I will show you on my phone. So I'll start recording my screen. As you can see in the App Store, there's a Make app, which there you can find it. It's yeah, you can just install it. If you can't find it under the name Make, you can find it under the name Integromat, which was their name before they were called Make. And if you open the app, it will look something like this. Then you can scan your QR code. So let's do that. Scan QR code and scan the code we saw on the screen. And as you can see, I'm now logged into Make. And from here, there are a few things I need to do. First, you need to go into Contacts and then go to the top toggle and make sure it's turned on. And when you actually, if you want to improve this workflow even more, you can also send the changes in context to Make, as you can see here. But from now, I'm only going to update from Monday to your iPhone. Then we go back and we mark it as done at the top right hand side. And there you go. If you now go to the bottom right hand side, you can also see the settings. And here you can also turn on the contacts toggle if you haven't yet. So now let's go back into Make on the desktop. So on the desktop, you can click Save. There you go. And now it's connected. Now as a next step, here you need to set this to matching the identical phone number. This is to update an existing contact in case it already exists. I usually do this based on phone number, but email is fine too. Or if you don't want to update it at all, you can also select Do Not Update. But I usually do phone number. Then the first name is actually, in my case, is just the name of the person. As you can see here, it's just the name of the item. So I can use the item name, as you can see here. And then if you scroll down, there's one for phone, which I'll select here. And in my case, that is, where is it? Here, phone. And then it will be phone. Cool. And then we call it just a mobile. And then that's it, really. If you want to add other things, as you can see here, you can fill all those fields. Feel free to do so. Yeah, just the same way as you would do it now. Then you click OK. And let's start testing it by running it. So click Run once. And, oh, there's actually something coming up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so no updates were found. Therefore, it returns, as you can see here, nothing. Well, let's just change something. Let's call this person call2. And now it should find a change. There you go. So it found a change, Patrick call2. And if you look into the Apple iOS tab, was also created. As you can see, the phone number came in correctly. Everything looks pretty good. So I can now look into my iPhone to see if this person was created. As you can see here, it actually showed up Patrick call2, so that everything looks pretty good here. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I update the phone number in Monday. So we're back in Monday. Let's change this one to Patrick call2, test, maybe YouTube. And then when I run it again, you'll see that it found a new update and it updated the phone number once again. Keep in mind, usually it takes a few seconds till it actually came through into your contacts. So if you don't see it, just wait 10 to 20 seconds and then you should see it in your phone. Let's check. And there you go, this contact has actually been updated to the name that we gave it in monday.com. So everything is working correctly. And now let's go back to the last step. So the last step is to make sure that this always works. And it's actually a very simple step. It's make sure that this one is turned on. And then the schedule setting should be set to something. So what it does now is every 15 minutes in this case, it will check for an update. In my case, I have a paid make plan, so I can change this to 1 minute. And then every minute it will try to check for updates. If you don't care about this too much, you're like, it's fine if it updates once a day or once every quarter, for example, once every 15 minutes. Then you just set it to 15 and you click OK. Just keep in mind that if you do that, I would recommend that you put this limit a bit higher, because if you set it to 15 minutes and there are more than one updates and you have this set to limit 1, then it will only work for one item. So I would then put this to, I don't know, 100, for example. So if there's 100 updates, that's the limit, and then it will stop for every time it checks. So if it checks now after 15 minutes and there's 2 updates, it will process 2 updates. If it checks after that, after those 15 minutes, and there are 120 updates, it will only process 100 updates. So yeah, change this limit based on how often you think it will be updated. And that's it really. Hopefully you like this video where you can now connect your Monday.com account to your iPhone. Keep in mind that Monday is working on some great new updates for their iOS app. So it could be that this will actually be a feature in the app in the near future. I wouldn't be surprised. But until then, we have this automation to solve our needs. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have problems, run into issues, just comment below and I'll try to help you. And if you need personalized help and tailored advice, my contact details are in the description below so we can schedule a call to discuss your project. Hopefully you have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.